Hi there, my name's Matt. Welcome back to Just Making It. I'm a beef farmer in Northwest Pennsylvania, and I also grow some crops. If you like my content, subscribe. Today what we're working on, we're trying to get that corn in. It's December 28th, and we all know it's pretty late to do this. And we had some big snows, and it was really cold. So right now we got a thaw. It's about in the 50s, and it's a little muddy right here. If I had this field plowed, I wouldn't be able to do it, but I no-tilled it, so I'm thinking we can get in here and get this. I'll show you. Let me turn the camera around. This is what I got to deal with here. We've got some puddling, so hopefully we don't get stuck. You can see the water there laying in the field. But look at how the corn snapped off. See how low the cobs are to the ground? That's going to be hard to get. In my last video, I had some problems with my combine. I broke a pulley and a belt, so hopefully nothing happens this time. As I mentioned before, in the middle here, this was picked. I still got the far end to get, and this end here to combine. And then we got a little piece down the road to get. So let's go get started. Yeah, the ground is pretty soft on top, but it's actually still frozen way underneath. So it's giving me a solid base here. But look how short that corn is. It's getting worse and worse every time I wait to get this corn. It's broke off right where the cob is hanging. But it's picking it up. We'll see what happens. Okay, I stopped the combine. We're gonna go up here. I got a real soft spot in the ground right here. You can see the water, it's actually flowing. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put the tripod, my camera, right on the other side of it, and let's see if I make it through it. And when I walked through that puddle, it seemed pretty solid underneath it. Oh yeah, we're good. I went right through it. We'll just have to see when my bed gets full, you know, how it's gonna perform then. It's coming out pretty good. I'm moving right along here. My tank's getting full back there. And when I get into those soft spots, I'm really starting to spin and sink a little bit. So I think what we're going to do, instead of filling this tank all the way to the top, I'm going to dump it into my wagon. I got a gravity wagon across the street there with an auger on it. That's where I'm going to put this corn. So after I dump it, then I'll be able to get into those really soft spots because I won't have all that weight on me. But yeah, we're moving right along. Hopefully we can get this done. Might take me another day. The days are getting longer. It's December 28th. Maybe by a couple minutes, but it'll be nice to have longer days. It's Seems like once you get started, it's time to stop. Okay, I stopped here. Let's go out back and see how we look. Oh yeah, we're not full, but what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this right now. You can see on the combine here, see how muddy the tires are getting? So yeah, it's getting soft out there. Surprisingly, I'm not making big ruts, so that's a good thing. Well, I pulled the combine up to the shed. I'm going to go pull out my tractor here. I've got the gravity wagon hooked to it back here. So we're going to pull this out far enough, not too far, and we're going to dump that corn in this wagon, and then I'll go out and get another load, and then I'll fill it up, and then I'm going to back it back in the shed here, and then we'll either put some in super sacks, or some people want corn for wildlife, and that's what we'll do. Let's go up here in the wagon and see how full it got it. Oh yeah. I would say one more load would fill it up. That combine, from what I understand, holds about 145 bushels, give or take. And that wasn't a full load. So we're gonna go out there and go get some more. had to stop. I had to bring the combine up by the house here. I jumped the sprocket right there. I'm sure. And this is the first time with this head that's ever happened. So I got to get underneath there and see what I got to do. Okay, I lifted my corn head all the way up. I'm going to put my safety latch down because I'm going to get underneath it to take a look at it. I lifted my cone up, get a better view here, and so I could work on it. And you could see right here, it jumped that sprocket. So it looks like all I got to do is loosen this up, cause some slack, push this back, get that on. Oh, I got the chain on there. Chain's on the front. I just got to tighten that back up, put some tension on it. We'll be back in the field. Here's my second load. Gonna fill it up. Look at this, folks. This is about a week after I did that combining out in the field. We've got all this snow. And we're looking at a good, what do you think, 8 inches right there? So we won't be doing any more combining for a little while. But let's go inside here. Lisa's bagging some corn. It's going to be a little dark in here. Lisa's bagging some corn here. We were going to pull this wagon and tractor out. We were going to back all this up and use this auger on the side here to bag. But since it's bad, I left the doors shut on the shed. And we're going to leave this wagon in here. And we're just going to do it the hard way. We're going to take the corn out of the wagon, and she's using a bucket right there to put in the bag there. So we weighed the buckets, and it's going to be 2 buckets per bag, so that'll give us around 50 pounds. So I cut some twine there for us. And that's how we're going to do it here for a little while until the weather clears.